Oh, hey, guys, what's up? Dion here. So, today's Monday, and every Monday I'm gonna do vlogs. So, keeping up with that consistency, you know how I like it. So, recently, I haven't had much to do. I've been kind of sitting around bored, just working on my social media. I've been going out and really trying to find something to do in my area. I've been really bored and I can't find anything to do. I'm a very boring person without internet, a computer, and unfortunately I can't get either of those until I get credit, which takes some time. So until then, I decided I'm going to write a bit. Hence why I have this pipe, because now I'm thinking while I'm doing these vlogs and stuff like that, working my social media, I'm also gonna write stories. Now, the cool thing about stories is you don't have to really write about anything real. And something that really inspired me to continue writing again, because before, I think it was around October, September, somewhere around there, one of those months, I was writing a lot. I used to write this really cool PI story set in a futuristic kind of thing, kind of like Sherlock Holmes-esque, and I liked it. I liked writing, but I put a pause on it once I moved to Michigan. Now, what brought me back into thinking about writing is I recently saw this movie called A Wrinkle in Time. Now, if any of you guys haven't seen this movie, it hasn't been getting the best reviews. And unfortunately, that sucks, because when I've been reading the reviews on it, a lot of the complaints were the story doesn't make sense, the plot's too slow, it moves too slow, no one knew what was going on. But the gist of it was really simple. And I think people were looking for something, the story to have a definite plot, kind of make sense, but they didn't really see the symbolism within it. So how do I explain this in a simpler way? I would say, okay, take for example these pops right here, right? I could literally say these are plastic figurines, right? But to me, they have a different meaning, a way bigger meaning to me than what they actually are. So in this movie, if you guys haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil them too much. Basically, a main thing of it is, the theme of it is discovering yourself and accepting yourself, while also kind of finding the light in your life, you know? So me being a depressed kid like I am, I found it really interesting going to this movie. My friends were like, this movie's not really good, reviews are sucked, yada yada yada. And I went in this movie, I'm like, I'm not expecting much out of it. I haven't heard anything good about it. Now let me tell you, I literally cried twice in this movie. It meant so much to me, seeing this movie. I'm just like, damn, that's right. There's so many different undertones. It had such a dark meaning to it, but then it had lighter tones. It was awesome. It was an awesome movie, and it was lighthearted. It was dark when it needed to, but it was lighthearted when you kind of just wanted to relax. It was a relaxing movie. You didn't need to have too much action. I don't think it needed to have a plot for you to follow, because that's not what the story is about. It's not about something making sense. It's about discovering yourself and accepting who you are, and accepting that there's just love all around you. And some people just have a hard time finding that love around them. And that's why I love this movie, because that was the main theme of the movie: accepting love and accepting yourself. And let me just say, it blew me away. This movie, it was awesome. So if you guys have a couple extra dollars, I definitely recommend spending your money watching this movie. But don't go into it expecting your socks are gonna be blown off. I went into this movie not expecting anything. I expected probably less than anything. I expected probably to leave in the middle of the movie, to be honest. I saw this really attractive girl right into that was I bought Twizzlers off of, and I was like, damn, she's hot. If this movie doesn't go well, I'm gonna go talk to her. But instead, I saw the whole movie through. I was like, wow, my socks are blown off. And I wasn't expecting my socks blown off. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but man, it was such a good movie. So that movie has gotten me interested in writing, and I'm thinking maybe like Tuesdays and Thursdays I'm going to write, and then maybe I would turn like Fridays into kind of like a story time type of thing where I share these stories with you guys. And I might go chapter and chapter. I might release like a text document of it if you guys prefer to read it. And I kind of wanted to continue writing, but I don't want to release a whole book. I feel like by releasing a book, I would just be setting myself up for an ending. And if I want to continue writing, I don't want to set an ending. You know what I mean? Like a lot of anime and manga that are like still going on. I'm just gonna say manga because like animes are based on like mangas. So a lot of mangas are still going on. Like One Piece, Dragon Ball. It's kind of like transitioning to something else. Gintama. Like a lot of those really rich mangas. Like they're awesome, and their stories are still not done. Like One Piece is over like 800 episodes now. It's just awesome. Naruto was over like 400 episodes and 700 chapters. If I could write for that long, I definitely would because I love writing. Writing was something I always found joy out of because I could never stop writing sometimes. Like, I was like, oh, this is a good idea, and I started writing down stuff. I'm like, that's a good idea, and then I'd like try to figure out like how would I end this? And I feel like that sets myself up for failure because I'm worried too much on the future and how I would end it rather than progressing it so it would come to an end. And I feel like I'd be much happier just writing chapter by chapter and maybe sharing that with you guys. If you find that interesting, let me know in the comments. It's something I probably would experiment with Friday. Besides that, I did get my logo, and I'm thinking about putting that on shirts. Not really sure if that would go too well yet. I'm saving that idea maybe for when I start like getting more followers or subscribers or anything, because those won't sell. I don't think they would sell yet. I'm not popular, guys. So we'll see how it goes, and I hope for the best for the future, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.